Hello everybody, this is Minecraft Tinker, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to properly mine using TNT. We've all found abandoned mine shafts at one time or another. We've all wanted to find one at one time or another. But here's the thing. Even though they're great and all, you need to learn how to mine yourself. So, here's the way you do it. First, get yourself some armor, preferably netherite, because it has knockback covering, which makes life a whole ton easier. But today's video is going to be exceptionally shorter than others I've done. So, we've all wanted to do this at some point. This is Noah. You don't even need to see this. Nope. Here's the second rule to Minecraft. When you mine, don't mine straight down. Third rule, always carry armor. And fourth, always have weapons. So for me, I'm modifying the rules for TNT mining. Always have netherite gear. Always mine straight down and fill up the hole with TNT. Always have potions of health on you. Just general stuff to keep you alive when you play. And always be near water when you detonate. And always have a bucket of water, so that way you can muffle the explosion if you accidentally did something wrong. If you accidentally did something and you didn't want to, here's how to mine properly. Dig a shaft like this. Then turn it into a logger's tunnel like this. Just fill it up with TNT, like so. And then build a pad on the outside to keep it nice and blasty. Flick a lever near it. Alright, and just stand back. Go into the water source you have nearby. And that makes it what's called a logger's tunnel. I invented that myself. Thank you very much. But what a logger's tunnel is, it's a tunnel hole that is a fast way, that is a bunch of cracks and in a wall of stone. So that way you can effectively mine deep. A hook tunnel is something like this. I'm inventing all of this, so don't look it up. These are my ways. It's a great way to get a ton of resources with minimum TNT. And here's the #1 rule to TNT mining. Always embed your targets. That does more damage. And you get to mine a little bit more, and it's safer too. At least a little bit. And use TNT to carve out large spaces fast. And here's a great way to keep TNT flow going. Use an old trick called lagging. It's not literally lagging, it's in my terms. It's where you keep placing TNT as the explosion is going on to help to keep the burn going. You do need to have it to being creative, because you will die, most likely, doing this. But for the time being, it's okay, because You do have teleport, right? You could just teleport back to your death spot point. Here's the other thing. Build dams when trying to construct massive pieces of TNT near water. And then, always run behind the dam and build yourself a safety wall. It should be at least 3 blocks thick, 10 pieces away from the target, like this, and that shields you from any incoming TNT that might hurt you. Because if a piece of TNT struck right here, now let's say like right here, and I'm sitting here behind my wall, not unknowing about what's outside, I'm probably going to survive. See, it just lowered the thickness of my wall a little bit, which makes you a lot more alive and safer. And you know how they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger? That's not true. It weakens you even more. And a great way to mine large chunks effectively is to go down a block beforehand. So that way you're destroying everything up and down. See, we got a little more mining even faster. Always carry sponges on you when you're mining near water. This is just a little tip I've learned to help keep you in the game safe and sound. So, anyway, when you find iron or other resources, don't get too excited and don't place 10 billion pieces of TNT because you're sure there's a large vein. Because generally your instinct isn't always true. And when there's something that could severely hurt you nearby the source where you're mining, be careful and always mine ores with a pick, not TNT. Because TNT isn't very predictable and isn't very accurate. So this is a no. This is like, just never do it. Okay? If you find a magma chamber like this, don't get too excited. Just mine the magma and get going. This is like a lot of players die trying to get out of these swirling pools because they're taking damage, but they can't get off. It's just, don't get excited. Just mine the magma before you step there. Okay, that way you don't make the mistakes that other players make, and you aren't as and that way you are luckier than they were. And finally, don't use TNT in water-filled areas. You're just wasting your gunpowder and sand. If you're near a beach, it might be a good idea to create a gunpowder farm. Because you can generate a lot of income that way. So I'm just dropping in pieces of TNT, and this will smash, smash, smash. So here's the #1 rule to TNT mining. Always mine straight down. It's the best thing. Usually. But always have potions on you. Slow falling and fire resistance and swiftness and a couple other and water breathing to make sure that you're invincible on your way down. Because the worst possible thing could happen is the TNT getting trapped under. When you find rare ores like lapis, like I just did, always mine around them before you TNT. and then replace that with the strongest block in your inventory. A couple quick references is our obsidian, very strong. 3 brick, iron is very good too. A stone is a good emergency choice. Generally nether resources are pretty good to use because they're from the nether. They're very resource strong. They're very strong and useful. So yeah, remember guys, my name is Minecraft Tinker. When you like and subscribe to my channel, it helps me make an explosion of videos. And that's all for today, and I'm out. And I'll see you next time. Alright, bye guys.